Morning, Argsy. How's it going?
Not too bad, mate. Yourself?
This is a bit different, isn't it?
It's a little bit of a change from Marksville, that's for sure.
I like this heat.
It is quite warm even for spring, but you'd get that in West Texas, I suppose.
Well, I suppose we better stop eating these steaks and go and have a look at our new farm.
Sounds like a good idea. Let's go show the folk what we've got. Right, welcome everyone. Welcome to West Texas and to our new farm. So, I'm going to do a quick little tour around there. Got the JS mapping grain dryer there and our main silos. The trailer park farms shed, and in there we've got a pair of the Fent 1050s running the triples there. So the Argsy Gaming branded one, I guess I'll get to drive that one. Over here, it's the FarmSim Guys. All looking very nice. So that's some of our horsepower. And I guess we'll run over this way. We've got a couple of the John Deere ploughs there. Over behind the shed you'll see some headers. We come in through here. Got some of our crop protection equipment. Got the Case Titan. That's our lime and fertilizer spreader. And the Patriot there for any spraying we need to do. So that'll probably be used for weed control.
Hey Args, are these the new X9s, the updated ones?
I believe so.
Very nice.
The toolbar there for Anhydrous. Nice 8RX with the new Demco grain cart there, the patriotic version. Couple of, I believe they're 12-row corn headers. I remember now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16-row corn headers. Be good. There's our supply points. We've got some lime, fertilizer and seed supply points there. Anhydrous around the corner. Then if we come through here, here is our planting power. So a pair of 380 Magnums with the early riser planters on the back. And the big horsepower over here, 2 9RXs with the John Deere air cart and seeder. And this is the Anhydrous modded version that Forward Ag have been quite so generous to loan to us, let us use. Around here is our Anhydrous fill point. We'll be making good use of that pretty soon. We've got quite a bit of land to get taken care of. Two of the prototype Anhydrous carts there. The Ford Ag CC7500s. They will get towed behind the seeders. So that's a very nice addition as well. And back to the start. We'll just head over this way, show you the trucks we've got in the shed here. Appropriately signed shed with the Lone Star State flag. And then a couple of FarmSim Guy truck there, and an Argsy Gaming Mac. Both with the FarmSim Guy trailers on the back. Couple of nice looking rigs there, mate.
I was just saying, his and hers rigs, very nice.
I'm not going to ask which is which.
We'll just keep that one to ourselves, shall we?
Yeah. Hey, just come around the back here where we're heading. I've got a little surprise for you.
I don't like your surprises, especially around the back of Bill.
Well, I'm hoping you're going to spend a little bit of time in this shed. Special one. You can wash down.
A washing shed, I like it.
There you go.
Brilliant.
There you go. So you can stay undercover when you keep cleaning your tractors off now. No excuses.
What's the deal here? I drive them in and you wash them, yeah?
If that's what it takes to keep our gear clean, then that's what we'll have to do.
I'll make a commitment. I'll make a commitment to you now that I will keep my equipment clean on this series. I promise.
There you go, everyone. You heard it here first.
Excellent. So we've got a bit of a plan as well, haven't we, Args, for how we're going to attack this, because that's only half of the farm we've just shown you there. We probably need to head up to the cattle yards, don't we?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So we'll shoot up there. This is all our tillage equipment and sort of cropping operation. And yeah, we'll head up to the cattle yard. Alright, back up here, Heirloom Dairy Farms. So we'll just go for a wander around here. Now we've obviously got the big feedlots over there. 6 of them. More than 6, is there 12? I can't actually remember now. 12 of them. Indeed, so 6 on this side, 6 on the other. Got a wheel loader in there. Some silage equipment, hay forks, big bucket for when we get some animals. Then if we keep on wandering around this way, a couple of smaller older tractors here. The 4440 with the feed mixer on the back. And the 8950 has a hay buster, so that'll be used for spreading out some straw bales when we get some animals. We'll just have a look here. A couple more Magnums, slightly smaller ones, 250s. Running the LSWs on those, and they are going to be our main grass work.
Oh, I like these black cases. Very nice.
They're pretty sweet with those LSWs on them too, aren't they?
Yeah, perfect for grass work.
That was my thoughts. You come over and have a look at these manure spreaders. They're pretty sweet. Look at these, Challenger Terrogator type manure spreaders. We've got a pair of those for when we get some manure from the animals, along with 2 of the big GEA slurry spreaders. Proudly Canadian made and proudly used here in West Texas.
They're amazing. Can't wait to give those a shot.
They look like they'll go pretty well, that's for sure.
That's some pretty substantial slurry tankers as well. What's the capacity of those?
Oh, I'd like to say 7,900 something, but I'm not sure. I think about 39,000 litres from memory.
Jeez, that's a lot.
Well, there's going to be a lot of slurry around here. There already is.
Certainly is.
Alright, and then a couple of loading wagons. If we just head over here where FarmSim Guy's going.
I'm not sure 1 milk tank is going to be enough either.
No, well, hopefully not. There we go. Argsy Gaming Mac in white, and the FarmSim Guy truck in white as well. And then, last but not least, sitting up in here, a pair of the Big M mowers. We'll be able to get some serious grass cut with those. And just the one John Deere forager at the moment. We'll see whether perhaps we need to make another investment at some stage. But that's got the big 9 meter wide corn pickup on the front. So that's pretty much a rundown of our equipment. So I'm looking forward to getting into some of this.
There you go, Args. Machinery tour over. I think we better get back into some work.
We're not going to make any money standing around showing off everything to everyone, are we?
Not at all. So you've done a little bit of a plan, haven't you?
Well, I have indeed. So we're running seasons and precision farming, and we need to get some lime on the fields, and probably some anhydrous. We've being in West Texas, it's nice and warm as you mentioned earlier, so we can get started on some planting as well. So plenty to get on to on the first day of spring.
It's liming and anhydrous, I think. Get some of those cornfields prepped for planting, shall we?
Sounds like a good idea. I'll meet you back down at the other farm.
Right. Is it going to be rock, paper, scissors for who does anhydrous and who does lime?
Shoot. What are you going for?
You'll just change it if I say. If you want, I'll do the lime. I'm quite looking forward to driving that case Titan.
All right. I'll jump in one of these lovely fence, I reckon, and get cracking on some anhydrous then.
We've got 2 fields to do either as well, so we could swap.
Indeed, that's a good idea.
All right. See you in a bit.
Alright, so in the fent here, we'll go and get hooked up to the anhydrous equipment. What I might do, I might actually go and pull the tank out of the way first, get it loaded up, and then get it hooked up to the toolbar. And then I think we're going to head down and start on field number 2. A nice square field down the other end of the farm, just down past the cattle yard. Well, it looks like we cut FarmSim Guy off. He was going to come this way to get some lime. There we go, he only needed to wait a few seconds and he would have been able to get past. Go park in front of him at this end too. Alright, we're all hooked up, ready to go, so let's head down towards field 2. We'll, while wait for FarmSim Guy to get there with the spreader, and he can start on the lime first, and then we will follow along behind in this done. I think we probably need our beacons on with these rather large wide wheels. Do have trimmed traffic around. There we go. One of the locals travelling on along behind us. But we'll head down, get to field 2, and make a start on some work. Quite excited to get going on West Texas. Been looking forward to this for a couple of weeks now since we first announced it, so exciting to have made a start. Alright, we're new to these parts. That is our field there on the left, and I've managed to carry on and go straight past it. So I think we can go down this little side road here. So we can fit through the gate. Alright, there we go. This is our field number 2 here on the left. So we'll just run through it, head down the other end, and FarmSim Guy is on his way with the lime already, so he won't be far away from cracking into starting, so we can follow along behind. Just while we were waiting for FarmSim Guy to get started, we've shot down here and grabbed the truck, filled it up with lime. We're not going to overshoot our turn this time. Get in here. This will make it that little bit quicker when we need to top up the lime spreader, that we don't have to run all the way back to the yard. Alright, so we'll just get this unfolded. We just about leave it shooting out the back like that. And that should just be about all he needs. Perfect. Right, let's go and jump in the fence. Wondering whether his spread width is going to be wide enough for us or not. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, so we'll just get over here and get the bar unfolded, see how it looks size wise. Tell you what, that looks like it might be a pretty much perfect match for the width of that lime spreader, which will be perfect. So we'll get cracking on getting some anhydrous on the ground. Might have to have the mini map up for this, just to see how it goes with the precision farming. Let's get cracking on some cultivation and anhydrous application. Alright, so we're foiled at the first pass because this is not applying any ammonia. I'm not 100% certain why that might be. Argsy to FarmSim Guy, come on.
Go ahead, Args.
This doesn't want to apply any anhydrous for me. Not sure whether it's the precision farming or what's the problem.
That's interesting. Is it the tanker, do you think?
No, because I've got anhydrous detected. Got the toolbar and everything's there. I can turn the toolbar on. So, yeah, I'm not sure what it is. Alright, so we've just been down to the shop and then back to the yard. We have a new anhydrous bar and a new anhydrous tank. And we're just doing a little bit of a, I guess it's going to turn into a trial and a little bit of experimentation here to try and figure out what was causing our issue there with the original bar we had, the big wide bar and the forward ag tank there, whether there was a compatibility issues with those. So it is a prototype tank, it is still being tested, so we'll be able to feed that back to the manufacturers, to Forward Ag, and give them our feedback on it, because we'd ideally like to carry on using that tank because it's such a wonderful tank and it will work so well on our air seeders. But for now, we will give this a try. We'll try a few different combos. We'll try this setup like this. We'll try this bar with the other tank. We'll try the other bar with this tank and see what works and what doesn't. Alright, so just turn the mini-map on again here. And I'm just going to bring up the F1 menu. Got automatic application rate is turned on. And I wonder if it is an issue with seasons then. Alright, so we've come to the conclusion that the issue is something to do with the anhydrous ammonia. I'm going to bring the menu up. Show you the precision farming. So down here in field 4, I've got the Patriot out, put some liquid fertilizer in it, and it was able to apply fertilizer onto that one. And bring up our nitrogen levels. So it's not a precision farming issue as such. It's precision farming and anhydrous problem. Now I thought we had the JS mapping anhydrous mod on here, which made anhydrous and precision farming compatible. but we may have to go back and double check that we had the correct mod installed for that. There may have been a crossover somewhere or some issue with that. But we're just going to try one last test. I'm just getting back to the yard. I'm going to pull out one of the air carts. This field on the left here we're going to get planted with some oats. And that'll be so we can get some horses in the future. And also some straw for the cattle. But I'm going to start planting that and see how the anhydrous works, whether it will help apply fertilizer or not. If it doesn't, we'll know it's a problem with the anhydrous. If it does, we'll have to do some further research into what it might be. So here's our next test. We've got the 9RX, the air cart, seeder, anhydrous tank on the back. And we head down here into this field just up here on our right, field 3. And we're going to get some oats planted in there. And we are going to find out, sneaking through here. I'm going to test this now and see whether the anhydrous will apply when we're planting. So we'll get everything unfolded and we'll see what happens running this setup. I know that they're all compatible because they are all made together. Well, the air seeder and cart were modified by the Ford Ag team to work with their cart, with their anhydrous tank. So let us see what happens when we give this a try. We've got oats in the tank. We'll get this put down, get it turned on, and see where we end up. And there, I think, is our evidence that there's an issue with precision farming and anhydrous. Particularly there because it thinks it's applying nitrogen previously, or mineral fibre fertilizer. Previously it did come up and say anhydrous with the toolbar. I'm not quite sure what's going on. We'll have to get to the bottom of it. But I've started here. We may as well keep on seeding this field. And we'll just worry about applying fertilizer on it at a later stage. We'll report back to FarmSim Guy though. Argsy to FarmSim Guy, come on.
Go ahead, Args.
Seems we have a problem with the anhydrous. So I've started planting here. I've got the air seeder out with the anhydrous tank on the back and no nitrogen being applied. So might have to go back to the drawing board on that one.
Oh, that's a shame. That's really unfortunate.
I'm just musing whether we might have not put the correct precision farming mod in through some error, so we might have to check that. Anyhow, I'm just going to carry on planting some oats and see where we go. well fortunately we're close to the yard. We've run out of seed. I literally thought 35% of our tank. And we've got that tank set up so it just takes seed. Not a fertilizer tank, it's just seed. And that field's not that big. Not small, but it's not that big. But didn't have enough. So we're heading back to the yard. We couldn't use the truck tender wagon because it's got lime in it. So we're having to take the haul back. Anyhow, we'll get back, we'll get filled up, we'll get it finished off, and put this episode in the rear vision. Right, back into it. Last little piece here is, like I said, there really is not that much to do. Not even a quarter of the width there, and the last little piece of that pass. So we'll get it finished off, and then I think I'll go to my happy place. We'll go wash some equipment back at the yard. Right, and there we go, all finished. So we do have our first field planted, which is a nice feeling to get that done, and some oats as well. So we didn't show you off before, but over here on our right, these buildings up there, that is the horse stables, or not really any stables there, but the horse pasture and that. So we will be looking at getting some horses. Obviously being seasons, we'll just having them come in, and we will be maintaining them, looking after them for various owners. And hopefully getting paid a decent reward for doing so. But I'm just going to negotiate my way out of this field. Quite a big ditch just here on the right hand side, so we'll just scoot down the edge here and find a little bit of a better spot to get out on. And we've already decided to next season, when we're back in this field, after it's harvested, we'll probably plough it square. Quite a bit of land over the back there that we could use. Doesn't need to be the shape it is, it doesn't have an irrigator on it. Nothing else to think about, but we'll be back up to the yard now. And would you look at that, some guys even parked his spreader in there for a wash off. Looks like we're going to be able to get this big planted through here. It was going to be a bit of a worry, but here we go. I'm in my happy place now. This is a good way to finish off.
I thought I might find you in here.
My happy place.
Washing off the pain of the day.
Yeah, I'd tell you what, it can't get much worse than that. It's onwards and upwards from here with nice clean equipment.
Exactly, mate. We'll get that Anhydrous stuff sorted. I've put the toolbar in the shop. We'll pull it apart with some tools later and work out what's wrong.
Sounds like a good idea to me. Anyhow, there you go, sir. You can take that spreader and mark it somewhere nicely.
Very kind. Thank you, thank you. And
it was good to get a crop in at least. We've got something planted. It was a nice to have a feeling.
Exactly. Progress. And we'll do more of the same next week.
Absolutely. Not quite the progress we hoped for, but it's progress all the same.
Well, have a good week, mate. We'll catch you next week.
Sounds good, buddy. Thank you.
Cheers.
See you later. Alright, well, there we go. I'm going to get the tractor and cart and everything all cleaned off. Get it put back in the shed, and as FarmSim Guy said, we will be back next week. Stronger for the experience, and ready to tackle whatever problems West Texas can throw at us next. Hopefully not quite as challenging as today. And hopefully we can overcome all of them. But anyhow, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for sticking with us on this first episode. Like I said, it hasn't quite gone to plan, but there's a lot of promise for it. We're both very excited to be here and excited to bring this series to you. So thank you all very much, and I will catch you in the next one. So you reckon we've got it fixed now?
Let's see if that code difference made, shall we?
Alright, let's see if there was a little typo made by someone. Alright, we'll get this turned on, we'll get it lowered down. See what happens.
So we've done some code changes. Let's see what happens here.
Live. I can see green on my screen.
I can see green too, Args.
Hoorah.
Everything's saved.
Oh, that's a relief, isn't it?
Great work, mate. Well done.
Credit to you to finding it when looking back at what I've done, but just a couple of little typos in some code made all the difference. So, makes you realise the effort the modders go to when they make their mods, that's for sure.
I was going to say, I'm never building a map after that.
Anyhow, that's good. It gives us something to do for next time, and it's all fixed, and it's gonna save you guys from telling us what to do to fix it.
Yeah. Brilliant, mate. Well, that's a nice end to a rather challenging first vid.
Indeed it was. Take care, mate. We'll catch you next time for some Anhydrous application.
Catch you soon, mate. Cheers.